All right, boys and girls, we're going to start on our word work and grammar page. For Monday, we have boxes 1, 2, and 3 to complete half of the page. So let's go ahead and start in box number 1. It says, write each sentence correctly. So what we're going to do is go ahead and fix these sentences, and we're going to see what mistakes are there and what we need to X out or change to make this sentence correct. So let's read it first. Bobby's toys are in the basket. All right, so we could always start by writing caps to kind of check our work here. All right, do we have enough capital letters? Does our sentence start with a capital letter? It sure does, okay? Is our sentence organized? Bobby's toys are in the basket. It makes sense. Does it have punctuation? Okay, does it have punctuation? Let's go ahead and look. It is missing punctuation, so we can start there. Okay, what kind of punctuation does this sentence need? Bobby's toys are in the basket. It should just get a period. Okay, we're going to put a period in and then circle it. And we can tell because Bobby's, is that a question word? Or is this sentence, are we going to read it with an excited expression? Bobby's toys are in the basket? No, it's just a telling sentence, so we just need a period. And then we're going to check our spelling here. Bobby's toys are in the basket. Do you see any words in that sentence that might look a little strange to you, a little weird, something we would not spell a word like they have it in the sentence? Bobby's toys are in the basket. What word do you think that we need to fix? Hopefully you said the word are, okay? R, that's not how we spell R, that's just the letter R. So we're going to cross it out with a line. How do we spell R? Like, are you okay? Are we going to the store? When are you coming over? R. And hopefully you said A-R-E is R. So above that letter, put A-R-E. Now, let's take a look. There are a couple, another mistake in the sentence that we need to fix. Bobby's toys are in the basket. We talk all the time about words having an S ending, okay? And deciding whether that word is plural, meaning more than one, or is that word showing ownership? Does that word own anything? So let's start with the word Bobby's, okay? It has an S at the end. Are we talking about 10 Bobbies? Bobby's toys are in the basket? Or does Bobby own something where we need an apostrophe S? What do you think? If you said it needs an apostrophe S, what does Bobby own? What does he own in this sentence? Bobby's toys are in the basket. Bobby owns the toys. The toys belong to Bobby. They're his. So we do show ownership here. Now, we put an apostrophe there. Do we need another apostrophe in toys? Bobby's toys. Do the toys own anything? Or are we just talking about more than one toy? Is the word toys plural or possessive? Do the toys own anything? Bobby's toys are. Bobby's toys are in the basket. Do the toys belong? Does the basket belong to the toys? No, the toys do not own anything. The word toys is just plural, meaning more than one. Think about your toy box at home or your toy basket. Is there just one toy sitting in there, or are there many toys, more than one? So we do not need to do anything with that word. So when you're writing it on the line, it should look like this. Bobby's with a capital B, apostrophe S. Make sure we're using nice handwriting and touching those lines. Make sure we fix R in the basket. Now, after basket, you're going to put your period in. You do not have to circle it there on the line. We just circle it up in the sentence so that you don't forget to put it in, okay? The next one, do you have Sophie's shoes? So let's take a look. Do we have capital letters? Do you have Sophie's shoes? We're going to start at the beginning of the sentence. Does our first word have a capital letter like it's supposed to? It doesn't. So to fix that, we're going to put 3 lines under the do and then write a capital D. The only other word in this sentence would be a name that needs a capital letter, and that's Sophie's. But did they already put a capital letter there? They did, so we do not need to fix that. The organization, does our sentence make sense? Do you have Sophie's shoes? It does, it makes sense. How about the punctuation? Is there punctuation at the end? Let's look. They are missing punctuation. But let's take a look at our first word in our sentence. Do. Do you have Sophie's shoes? Yes or no? This sentence needs an answer. Do you have them? So if I'm asking you if you have something, if you have Sophie's shoes, what kind of punctuation needs to go at the end? A question mark, okay? Do is a question word. I know it's not one of our WH question words, but it is a question word, so we need a question mark at the end, and then again, circle it there so that we don't forget it. Let's check our spelling. Do you have Sophie's shoes? Does anybody see something that does not look correct that we might need to fix? What? I'll give you a hint. It's a popcorn word or a sight word. Have. This is not how we spell have. We're going to cross it off. How do you spell have? Should have 4 letters, not just 3. You should have said H-A-V-E. And I know you all already know how to spell have, so you should have fixed that already. Do you have Sophie's shoes? We have 2 words in this sentence, just like the last one, that end with an S. So let's take a look. Sophie's shoes. Are we talking about 5 Sophies? More than 1 Sophies? Okay. Or does Sophie own something? Does something belong to Sophie? What do you think? Plural, more than 1? Or possessive? She owns something or something belongs to her. I hope you said it's possessive. What belongs to Sophie? The shoes belong to Sophie. The shoes are Sophie's. So we're going to put an apostrophe S here. But let's take a look at the word shoes. Okay? Shoes. Do the shoes own anything, or is it more than 1? It is just more than 1. This is plural here, so we do not have to fix that part. Do you have Sophie's shoes? So go ahead and write it correctly on the line. Capital S for Sophie. Do not forget apostrophe S. And then at the end, question mark, not a period. If you need more time to write that sentence down or finish it, go ahead and hit pause. And when you're done, we're going to move on to box number 2. So go ahead and hit pause if you need more time. All right, box number 2. Use the code to color each sentence. Past is purple, present is green, future is blue. So if you need to pause the video and go get some crayons or markers, go ahead and do so. If you do not have those writing utensils at home, then go ahead and you can use your pencil just to write the words past, present, and future. So that is up to you, whether you need to go grab those things or just use your pencil. So let's talk about the past, okay? Things that happened in the past mean what? It means that it already happened. It already took place, okay? So things that already happened mean the past. How about the present? The present. The present means it's happening right now. Right now, I am giving you a grammar lesson. It's happening right now. I am making a YouTube video for my students, okay? I am doing it. It's happening right this second. And in the future means it's going to happen. It has not happened yet, but maybe tomorrow, or maybe next year, or maybe this summer, because those things haven't happened yet, okay? Now, in the future, it could also be in 1 minute. Isn't that in the future? 1 minute ahead of time has not happened yet either. So we're going to take a look and find those key words, or look at some of the verbs in the sentence and see if they tell us what's happening in the past, the present, and the future. So let's take a look at sentence number 1. Yesterday, I walked to school. There are 2 things in this sentence that tell us what the answer is, okay? I'll give you the hint on the first one, okay? Yesterday. Everybody put a box around yesterday. That tells us when this happened. It happened yesterday. And does yesterday tell us it happened in the past, right now in the present, or it's going to happen in the future? It has not happened yet. And you should say, it happened in the past. If it happened yesterday, it already happened. But I want you to go ahead and find the verb in the sentence. Remember, a verb, a verb. You do it, do it, do it. What word in this sentence can you do? I? Can you I? Walked? Can you walk somewhere? To? Can you to? Or can you school? Which one of those is a verb? Walked is a verb, okay? Now, what is very important about the word walked that tells us when this happened, when this sentence happened? The ed ending on walked tells us that it happened in the past, okay? So, it already happened. I just told you the answers for sentence number 1. We're going to write, or you can color the box purple. If you have a purple crayon, go ahead and just quickly color in that box. If you don't have your crayon or your markers or a coloring utensil or coloring tool, go ahead and just write the word past there, okay? Sentence number 2. I will walk to school tomorrow. I will walk to school tomorrow. I will do it. I am going to do it tomorrow. Tomorrow is a very important word here. Does tomorrow tell us it already happened? Did tomorrow already happen? Is tomorrow happening right now? Or is tomorrow going to happen soon? Going to happen later? Tomorrow happens later. So that means this sentence is the future. If you have a blue writing tool, go ahead and color in that box blue. If not, go ahead and write in future. Tomorrow tells us the future. Sentence 3. I am walking to school. Our ending on walking, ing, often tells us this type of tense in the word when something is happening. And I am teaching you grammar right now. I am talking to you on YouTube. I'm doing it right now. I am walking to school. Does that tell us past, happening right now in the present, or the future? Well, it's the only one that's left, and it is present. Now, this does not mean you get a present for your birthday. Present means it's happening right this second, right now. Okay, so again, if you have a green writing or coloring tool, color that box in green. Okay, it does not have to be perfect, or you can just write the word present. Very good job. All right, now box number 3. Change the verb to show that it is happening right now. Well, let's take a look at our past sentence, boys and girls. Okay, if it's happening right now, that means the present. So let's take a look at this sentence. I am walking to school. So we're looking at the verb. The verb here, you do it. What can you do? You can walk, okay? I am walking. What ending did we add to walk to make it happen right now? Walk, ing. I-N-G spells ing, ing, ing. So we added an ing ending to make it happen right now. So let's take a look at these verbs. These verbs all happened in the past because they have what type of ending? They all have an ed ending, which tells us it already happened. But we don't want that it already happened in the past. We want that it's happening right now, which is the present. So what ending do we have to change these words to? We need an ing ending to make it sound like it's happening right now, okay? So what we're going to do is find the root word, walked. What's the root word in walked? Everybody underline the root word, which is walk, okay? You don't say I am walked to school. You say I am walking. So on the line, write the root word, W-A-L-K, and then we're going to add our ending, ing, ing, ing. I-N-G spells ing, 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 walk-ing. And this sentence pretty much told us that answer. I am walking to school. Number 2, our word is danced, danced. Now, what's the root word in dance? The root word is dance, okay? So, be careful with this one because the ed ending I put a box in, but dance, the root word, has an e, but we didn't put dance and then add an extra ed because then it would say dankied, and we don't want it to say that. So, that's not even a word. So, make sure you add your ears. E. So, root word here, we're going to write dance. All right, now we're going to add our ending ing. Now, on this one, boys and girls, we're going to drop the e. Mine's not erasing. I'm going to exit out. Maybe. Technical difficulties. Anyways, you're going to drop the e and add ing. Dance-ing. Dance-ing. I think my board is frozen. That's all right. All right, for the next one, so make sure you drop the e, add your ing. Dance-ing. When we add endings to words that have an e ending, we don't keep that super silent e in there. All right, we drop the e. Now, the last one here. The word is laughed. Laughed. All right? I already hunk and chunked our ed ending here, so the root word is laugh. We can underline laugh. My board is not marking right now. I think it froze up. That's all right. L-A-U-G-H. So go ahead and write laugh on the line. L-A-U-G-H. I am laughing with my sister. Laugh-ing. So after you write the root word laugh, you can start writing ing. I-N-G spells ing, ing, ing. So your line says laugh-ing. Go ahead and get that on the line. And then you are done for today's grammar work. Boxes 1, 2, and 3 are completed, and you can move on to your next assignment. Thank you for working with me, and happy Monday, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful day.